All right, I'm gonna do this really quick here. I was intending to get up much earlier this morning. It is already getting windy out here. It wasn't supposed to be windy till late in the afternoon, but it's already afternoon, so I'm gonna do my best here, and yeah, I'm gonna try and find some frog eaters. I need to find something that blows up on top water, but with the ripples the way they are right now, I might have to go find some secluded spots on this lake. This is one of those really little lakes that I fish, hence why I don't ever name lakes, but you guys should be able to apply all the things that I'm doing today to any small body of water that has big fish in it. So stay tuned. Hopefully we can still find some frog eaters. Otherwise, I have some backup options. Well, here's to hoping we can get some frog eaters today. I'm gonna start on the outside of these weeds. You guys can see that there's lily pads that come out to a point here. It's a little nice pocket. And then there's little pockets all over inside, and then there's some really heavy stuff back there. I like to start and just pick apart every last pocket, because you never know which one's gonna have a 5-pounder in it. So let's keep that in mind and just pick it apart. Oh, there was one. If only they weren't at the end of your cast. Got one way out there. Let's see if I can get him out of those weeds. Come here. Just a little guy, but I caught a frog eater. The funny thing is these guys get gigantic out here. This is probably one of the smallest ones I've ever got. Thanks, dude. Get one back here. I'm probably not going to get it out, but there's too many little open pockets I have to cast at. Okay, let's see if we can beat what I said. Come on. Look how dark this fish is. Show you guys this thing real quick. Look how dark that thing is. Frog eaters are always so dark. I love that. All right, let's see if there's a spot where there isn't any lily pads that I could let this guy go in. That's so cool. First decent fish, pre-spawn. Okay, so that was freaking cool. I'm using my, I didn't talk about it much because I just wanted to get fishing. And as you guys can see, it's gonna storm. It wasn't supposed to storm once again this year. And yeah, basically I'm just trying to get on some fish before I get rained off the water at this point. But this is my newer, this is a 710 medium heavy. Technically it's my like super heavy bass rod / light musky rod, big pike rod. I have it with my Lexa 300 HSLP on here. This thing's been a beautiful reel. I have 2 of these now, thankfully. I'm very lucky with that. But if you guys want to pick up this rod, it works really good, as you guys can see, for pulling fish out of the slop. I mean, just look. Like this is a lily pad field with just every kind of pad and weed there is, and I mean, you can see I'm like a quarter mile into this stuff. It's so fun when you get into these because, like you guys seen, that one was so dark. Like, I don't know, comment below. Are you guys like a fanatic of like the different colorations of the fish? I've caught so many bass over my lifetime now that it just, when they stand out, that's when I start getting amazed. Either really big or just crazy colors. And I mean, that one was maybe a 2-pounder, and it was, you know, big, fat, and chunky, but it was like black. It was so cool. But what I'm doing here, I'm gonna go over this real quick before I get rain down here. There's these little, I don't know if you guys can see them, like that. So it's thick like this everywhere, but then there's little openings like that. You see those little openings? And the trick today is literally you got to cast way past them. That's another reason I like this rod right now, paired up this way. I'll link everything down in the description so you guys can do the same thing if you want to. If you just were going to be like, I just want a frogging rod, that's all I ever want to get, I can promise you this is the rod to build. But yeah, the trick today was casting way past the openings and bringing it back towards them. That one was actually only in like a foot of water, but I casted way up onto like a pile of them, and it was, you know, where there's just a bunch of them out of the water. Usually that's like a bog or something like that, so there's no way fish can be underneath them, but they'll sit right next to them and stuff like that for ambushing. I'm hoping, with the way that thing was, that I can find another one in here before I get downpoured on. That's really big. So if you guys have been into the channel for a while, Wisconsin doesn't have giant like 7, 8, 10-pound bass. I mean, it does have them, but they're very, very like one-offs. But this lake specifically, I've caught most of my 4-pounders from, and I've gotten a couple over 4 pounds on here in the past, before I started filming and stuff like that. And supposedly there's some really, really big ones in here, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I connect with one of those. I've lost one in the past that I think was like 6.5 pounds, but everybody has a fish story, and there's mine. So let's see if I can, I'm gonna see if I can get some giants. That was so cool. I got to do it again. There's another good one. Hopefully you guys can see that. Oh, that's 2 misses on the same fish. All right, gotta calm down, let them take it. 3rd time's the charm, maybe. Oh, he is fired up. I shot it past him. There we go. I shot it past him, and he actually like went back for it. Come here. Another fat, dark one. That was cool. Hopefully you guys seen all those. This dude was not letting this frog go. Oh. He is fired up. So dark. Okay, so it just started raining on me. I don't think it's gonna rain very hard, but I'm still not gonna push it. I'm gonna try and get a couple more, but that dude was awesome. 3 times, and I'm hoping I can zoom in enough. I was pretty close to him. The first time he came up on the other side, there's a hole. Second time he came up, I brought it back too far. He came for that one. And then the 3rd time, I cast it back to the old hole so that I wouldn't spook him. And I saw him. He shot up through the weeds and went back for it. But yeah, I'm gonna attempt to get a couple more before it downpours. I don't want to wreck my cameras. See if there's anything in this pocket up by shore here. I thought I saw stuff moving here before. He missed it. He tried, but he missed it. Let's see if you can give him another chance here and see if he'll come back for it. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. That hurt. Oh. How? How is that possible? Oh, yeah. I don't know if I should give up on this guy or keep trying, because he's already beat me like 3 or 4 times. One of them hurt. He seems pretty gung-ho to get it, though. We'll see. I think he's come up 3, 4 times. Oh. I have a frog-shaped bruise on my leg. Question is, how many times do I give this guy? Because that last one made him feel kind of big, but he definitely had the whole frog in there. Right off ashore. That dude definitely thought that frog just jumped off the shore. Come here. That was awesome. Dude. Thanks, bud. That's a big one, right by shore. I can't believe I got hooks in this thing. Come here. There's a better one. I think that's one of those females that I was looking for, but she is definitely spawned out and lighter than she should be. See what this thing weighs. Well, there's the first bigger one, and she is super skinny. Unfortunately, this would be probably like a 4-pound fish out here. I'm gonna weigh her real quick and get her back. I don't want to stress her out too much. She's probably recently spawned, so yeah, 268. So probably 3.5 pounder when she's really healthy and full of eggs. But I keep telling myself I'm gonna fish for these things in the winter, or in the fall, but I keep forgetting to. Comment below if I should come back and see what these things look like when they're full of food. All right, let's get her back. Okay, so now I'm heading in the right direction. That fish was 18.5 inches long, but it only weighed, what was it, 2 something? That should out here be, in theory, close to like a 3.5, almost 4 pound fish. Some of the fish that I got earlier were still fat, almost like they were pre-spawn. This year's been crazy. It is summer, but the bass are just doing whatever. And yeah, that one was, she gave herself away. She like popped something on the surface over here and threw over there, and she smoked it. I feel kind of bad because she was definitely in need of some food. Frog legs. Frog legs sound good. Anyways, I digress. I'm going to get back to frogging here and see what I can get before I gotta go. I don't know if I'm gonna get that one out of there. Maybe. Just had to get them up and out as fast as possible. That thing nailed this. See, that one's thick. A lot healthier. No way. Is he just small? Somehow I set the hook on this little dude from like a quarter mile away. Come here. You guys probably wouldn't be able to see it because it was so far away, but another one of those little 2-pounders. Way up by shore there. Oh! And a big one sucked it down, and I didn't even notice it. Maybe he's not big, but this dude just sucked it off the surface. I had no idea. Go figure. But yeah, he's barely hooked. There was no noise, no wake, no nothing. That dude just was like, and this was gone. I went to twitch it. I'm like, where did it go? Oh, that's fun. That's not a bass. Stupid northern pike. Ugh. A foot of water. I bet you this thing's all full of holes now. I want my line. This is why I run 65-pound braid. He could have bit it, but thankfully he didn't. There was one up there. Not a bad one either. Come here. Another decent one. Enough to have fun today. I knew it. That's one. Let's see if we can get two of them. So I seen a couple of them up by shore here. That's 2. Oh. 2 on the same clip. I'll shorten it up for you guys, but that only took me another like 5 casts. Another skinny one. All right, guys. I don't know what you guys are gonna see last. Probably those fish by the pier and the beach. I think I got like 3 off that same spot, which is pretty cool. Usually that spot holds some much larger fish, but hey, first day out frogging, and yeah, I don't know, I think I got like 10-15 fish. So thumbs up for catching fish in the frog and breaking it in the new rod. Like I said, I'll list everything in the description below that I used today, and yeah, you guys can do it too. Hopefully you guys are out slaying some fish, and everybody that likes topwater, comment below. What should I throw next? I'm probably gonna frog again, but one of the things I want to do is try different topwaters. Any suggestions, comment below. I have a few options to work with, but yeah, anything new is always exciting. You guys know the deal. See you guys next time.